doing well and having the most incredible day as always. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, I am going to be doing something that I've wanted to do for a while, and I'm not gonna lie, have I done this video before? It is giving me deja vu. It is giving me I have done this before, but maybe I filmed it and didn't like the filming. I don't even know. But basically, in today's video, we're going to be reading 1-star reviews of my 5-star reads. So essentially, I'm going to sit and go on Goodreads, find all of my favourite books from 2024, and I'm going to be reading all their negative reviews. This is just for a bit of fun. I am well aware everybody has a different book opinion. What I love, you might hate. What you love, I might hate. So this is just simply for fun and entertainment purposes. So without further ado, let's dive in. I hope you guys enjoy and carry on watching. Okay, so the first book we're going to be talking about is of course Quicksilver by Hart. I loved this book so much. It was absolutely phenomenal. I will say, when I was reading it, and I did mention it I think when I did my wrap up, the first 100 pages did feel slow. It was quite hard to get into. I personally think maybe it was just me. Like, I find fantasy quite hard to get into and then I'm really into it. So let's go through those. I obviously gave this one a 5 stars, but let's see some negative reviews. This is going to be really interesting. So the first one says, I'm convinced everyone is being held at gunpoint, rating this a 5-star. I don't understand. I have no explanation for that. I definitely wasn't, and I absolutely loved it. So that's a shame you didn't. The next comment says, DNF. Did I read the same book that everybody was raving about? It was underwhelming. The FMC and her brother are insufferable and she is annoying. I mean, she's not annoying, but I feel like she kind of made the book enjoyable for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, Kingfisher is my favourite character and will always be my favourite character in that book. I loved him so much, and she isn't my fave, but I feel like it kind of worked. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, the next comment is a long one, so bear with me. So it says, trying my best to remain professional with this review, but right off the bat the cover kills me every time I see it on my feed. It always gives me a good chuckle, LMAO. Aside from the cover, I couldn't even read the synopsis with a straight face. In hindsight, that should have been a sign of how bad this read would turn out for me. And then it kind of goes in and in about a bit more detail, but it's a hard one because I also don't love the cover. Like, the cover with the man on the front, like, isn't my favourite. I love the alternate cover, but I would say that it's not that bad. Like, I have seen worse. So yeah, I've definitely seen worse covers for sure. The next one is just short and sweet, and it says, I don't have enough words to describe just how much I despise this book. Okay, fair. The next comment just says, FOMO is a disease. I feel that. Like, I will read a hyped up book because I don't want FOMO, but a lot of the times, I mean, TikTok and BookTok, like, they do me well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's not a lot of books that I have read that have been so hyped up that I didn't like. So yeah. I feel like in these comments, a lot of people are saying not to trust BookTok. We've got one that says, by the grace of God, I will never listen to BookTok again. We also have another one that says, repeat after me, stop trusting BookTok, stop reading BookTok recommendations. Honestly, I trust BookTok and YouTube and everything, like, with my life. Like, I trust you guys more than I trust myself a lot of the time. And if you guys tell me that a book is good, you can bet your ass I'm gonna literally go down to town the next day, buy it, read it, love it, rave about it. Like, I know you guys know me so well, and every book recommendation that you guys have given me, I have absolutely loved. Anyway, let's do a different book now. I'm getting a little bit heartbroken about this one, so let's do another one. Okay, one book which I read very recently and absolutely devoured was Funny Story by Emily Henry. I have a feeling that these comments are really going to hit home, so let's see what they say. Someone basically just says, I don't want to talk about it, so I won't. How can you not love this book? This book, I absolutely devoured it. Like, I loved it. I loved all the characters apart from the ones you weren't supposed to love, but other than that, I really enjoyed it. Somebody else just says, I had more fun reading the other 1- and 2-star reviews. Okay. Somebody else just put, don't you love it when the only personality trait the MCs have is that they got dumped? Okay. I mean, not wrong, but okay. The next one says, Emily Henry definitely has a live, laugh, love sign in her mansion. I mean, I just missed the straw. I mean, do you know what? Each to their own. I don't have a live, laugh, love sign in my house, but I mean, if I had a mansion, I might. But the thing is, The comments are killing me, but also some of them are so funny, like, you guys are hilarious. The next one says, if you created a drinking game out of every single time she mentions a man smelling like ginger, your liver would leap out of your throat. Oh, that was funny. That one really killed me off. Oh dear. And the last one I'm going to read for this book is just the Oh god. Do you know what? I love your guys' reviews because some of them are just so funny, but that really tickled me. That was good. Okay, the next book I'm going to go into is Done and Dusted by Lyla Sage. This one is a cowboy romance. It's a very western, cozy, spicy book, very similar to like the Elsie Silver vibes. I loved this one. I thought it was so good, and I am actually dreading the 1-star reviews of this one, so let's dive in. Okay, the first one, honestly I can't cope. The first one says, not to be dramatic, but this book made me want to yee-haul myself off a cliff. Oh god. The next one says, DNF, if Luke called Emmy sugar one more time, I was gonna throw my Kindle across the room. I mean, fair. Like, sometimes nicknames do get on my nerves. Like, I feel like sometimes they are definitely overused. I've just got an iced coffee, by the way. But yeah, I get that. The next comment says, I should have known this was going to be bad once I read that she loves Sweet Home Alabama and is okay with people smoking in a pub even though it's illegal and disgusting. Too bad the cover is really pretty. I mean, fair. And the last one we're going to read on this book is DNF. I listened to 2 or so hours of the audiobook and it was honky-tonk. Oh, I can't cope. Okay, next up, let's read ones from Powerless by Lauren Roberts. You guys know I love the Powerless series. It is so good. I absolutely just devoured the whole thing and I cannot wait for the next book in the series. I need it immediately. So I feel like these are going to really hit hard. So somebody said, I finished it. That's the nicest thing I can say about this book. Okay. I mean, okay. I'm going to try not to get upset about that one. The next comment says, DNF'd at 50%, you'll be for real. This had the cringiest, most cliche monologue I've ever read. And 99.99999% of this book, it just mentions of the boy's chuckles and smirks. Can he die, please? Don't be horrible to Kai, okay? You can't help it. The next comment says, 1 star, I'm free. Worst experience of my fucking life. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Because I ate every page of that book up. I absolutely loved it. I know we each have opinions. I just don't get how you can't love this book. I don't get it. The next one says, made me more confident in my ability to get published. Nice. And the last one I'm going to read for this book says, this book exists. If you enjoy your life, you'll pick another one. Okay, Jason, you've upset me there, but okay. Going for a bit of a different genre now, let's do The Inmate by Freida McFadden. You guys know I'm a big Freida stan. I absolutely love Freida McFadden's writing. Like, she can literally write me her shopping list. I will love it. So this is The Inmate. It's basically about a girl who works in a prison and she knows one of the inmates from a past situation, and it basically goes from there. Like, I'm not going to tell you guys any other information because I feel like it will completely spoil it. So let's go through some reviews. I feel like this one is really gonna hurt because I just love Freida. I love her books. So right, let's go. Someone kept it short and sweet and said, this book is my 13th reason. Okay. Somebody said, I felt my brain cells dying whilst reading. This again is one of those books where I cannot understand how you don't love her books. Like, I devour them. Like, I went through a month and I think I read maybe 4 or 5 just of her books that month. They are so good and I find that I can read them in like 1 to 2 days. I will literally binge them, so I don't get it. Somebody else said, this book sucked so bad I wish I could unread it. Somebody else said, 1/2 star, I wish I could flush this book down the toilet. Oh, that's harsh. The next person said, this was so stupid, the narrator was such an idiot and it made the whole story unbelievable because how could you actually be that stupid? The writing was so shit. All the major plot twists happened within the last 30 pages of the book after the first 300 pages with the same eternal monologue over and over again. But it was good. It was good. Somebody else said, this book was my last fucking straw. Oh, that's sad. From what I'm gathering, a lot of you guys absolutely despised Brooke. Like, when I'm saying despised, I mean pretty much every comment is saying, I didn't like Brooke. Brooke should just not be in the book, blah, 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 blah. This last comment I'm going to read on this one said, he didn't hate me, in quotation marks. Boy, I sure do. Brooke is the worst part of this book. She is honestly so annoying. The story goes back and forth a lot and it kind of got annoying. I don't know, Freida, this kind of sucked. It was good. It was so good. Okay, so with the release of the third book of this series coming out a few weeks ago, I feel like I have to read these reviews, and that is of course 1-star reviews of Fourth Wing. This is going to destroy me. Like, Fourth Wing, I can't even tell you guys how much I love that book series. Like, I honestly devoured it, so I am really, really scared to read these. Okay, so somebody said, some of you will be real mad at me, but this is awful. Also, if this is enemies to lovers, then oh, how the mighty have fallen. The amount of time I cringed was insane. I'd rather stick molten hot needles in my eyes than read the sequel. The next one is very simple and it just says, Xaden wears skinny jeans. Xaden wears skinny jeans. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The next one confuses me. I feel like, why would this be a 1-star comment? But it basically says, Xaden could spit on me and I would ask him to do it again. Another person said, I should have DNF'd this when I found out he wears skinny jeans. A lot of you guys are hating the skinny jeans. Like, back in the day, you definitely wore them. Like, let's be real. You definitely wore skinny jeans, Converse. It was cool back then. Not so much now, but it was cool back then. Somebody else said, this shitty book is as useful as toilet paper and serves the same purpose. Don't flush your book down the toilet. Not good for the drainage, you know? Somebody else said, I can't help but sympathise with the poor dragons stuck in this story. I mean, they like being there, but the dragons are probably the best characters, apart from Xaden, obviously, but they are definitely high up. This next one is quite a long one. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it is absolutely, like, when I say it's a ginormous review, like, this is a ginormous review, but it basically says, did we read the same book? Do I need to smoke whatever the book talk girlies are smoking to enjoy this? This book was so fucking bad, it's impossible for me to comprehend how anyone over the age of 15 enjoyed this. I mean, I was 30 when I read it, and I loved it, so take with that what you will. Okay, and the last one I'm going to read is, this book is the equivalent of a cow print top from Shein. Am I too old to get the joke? I don't get it. So that was me going through 1-star reviews of my 5-star reads. I would love to know down below, what are your 5-star reads? Because maybe I'll do another one of these videos reacting to 1-star reviews of your guys' 5-star reads. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. So yeah, let me know your favourite books down below. If you guys haven't yet subscribed, please do. I would really, really appreciate it and love for you to join my corner of the internet. We have a great time here. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. And yeah, that is everything. I love you guys so endlessly much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.